Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Coverage of our Scarlet Hawks athletics on Milford TV is brought to you by the following sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, the Rail Trail Flatbread Company, a casual American dining experience with locations in Hudson and on Main Street here in Milford. Rentschler Biopharma, sponsor of our broadcast booth. Rentschler Biopharma transforms innovative ideas into life-saving biopharmaceuticals. Rentschler Biopharma, reliability you can trust. And Unibank, big bank know-how, community bank attitude, serving the Milford community at their local branch on Prospect Street inside the Shaw's Plaza.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside the athletic fields here at Milford High School, as once again Milford TV is happy to bring you coverage of Scarlet Hawks athletics. And it is presented by the Rail Trail Flatbread Company. Rail Trail, a casual American dining experience. They specialize in an all-scratch-made kitchen featuring wood-fired flatbreads. An inviting atmosphere for the whole family to enjoy. You can check them out at their location in downtown Hudson or right here in downtown Milford. This is Milford TV Executive Director Tim Coet here with you once again on the call as we're back out on the soccer field. And back to coverage of this Milford varsity girls soccer team as they take the field today in action against a rival from the Davenport Division in the Canton Bulldogs. Milford now 1-3 overall on the season. They have lost their last 3 straight, so looking to break out of that losing streak here this afternoon, but they face off against the top team in the Davenport Division through this early stretch of games. Canton 4-1 overall which is good for sole possession of first place in those Davenport Division standings. We bring you this coverage, as we always do, live from our Rentschler Biopharma broadcast booth. Rentschler Biopharma is a global contract development and manufacturing organization. They specialize in biopharmaceuticals and advanced therapies. Rentschler Biopharma, reliability you can trust. And with that, action getting underway here under absolutely sensational summer-like conditions here at the MHS pitch this afternoon. Temperature was right around 75 degrees when we arrived at the field this afternoon. Nothing but blue skies and bright sunshine overhead. It was a little bit drizzly earlier this morning and overcast, but it has turned into just a picture-perfect afternoon. Milford will look to attack from right to left across your screens here in first half action. Play across the middle of the field. Milford has had more than their share of injuries through this early stretch of the season. It just always seems to be that this team gets hit very hard with injuries each and every season. Just bad luck for this program of late, and with each game in the early stages of this season, injuries continued to mount. It started with Juliana Senna in the first game of the season, as the defense able to get a clear back out across midfield. And then it was fellow defender Isabella Lacerbo who went down with an ankle injury in Milford's second game of the season, that tough luck loss to the Sharon Eagles. And then as the season has gone on since, it is now Ava Baglione who is sidelined for a couple of weeks with an ankle sprain as well. So Milford down 3 of their most pivotal players at various positions around the field. And so the depth really being tested. And in particular being down 2 high-quality defenders, really having to go down the depth chart, although we heard that the defense has been better of late as everyone gets used to some new positions across the field. So we'll see how the defense holds up today against this Canton offense, as the Bulldogs get a toss in deep on their attacking side. They'll loop this ball over the goal to the far side of the field and out of play for a goal kick. Chloe Murdoch once again taking care of business at the net in that full neon yellow getup. And definitely shades on for Chloe today with this very bright sunshine as she releases this goal kick over towards the far sideline, takes a hop over in the direction of Kira Murphy, and now pushed along Kyla Nashawati, trying to win this ball back, but can't be able to loop it back towards the middle of the field. And one right back. And so, meanwhile, we talk about Ava being out of the mix, but she is out on the field right now. We had been told at the end of last week that Ava was going to be out of commission for a couple of weeks. But I stand corrected as she looks to battle through that injury. So certainly a good sign, able to get some of that personnel back. A hard slide from Caitlin Kernan. She's got a couple of goals scored on the season. She scored in that 5-goal eruption that Milford had in their win over North Attleboro to open the season. Scored a second in Milford's recent action. And so again, we had been told ankle sprain for Ava, but you can see that she's got her right quad thigh area very heavily wrapped. So out there giving it her all here in this her senior season, one of the captains on this team. trying to feed this ball forward for Nashawati. Now jumps right back into the play, and so far the mobility pretty good for Ava. So again, just a very encouraging sign as we highlight all of the injuries through this early stretch of the season. That ball tipped out of play. Kaylee Turtelot able to get it off of a Canton body and out. Kaylee was a little shaken up in the last game that we covered, was able to stay on the field, and none the worse for wear here in this game today, as Milford dumps this ball down into the corner, giving chase. A lot of good play down in that far corner from Kira Murphy. Back out towards the midfield where Anella Lefter tries to gather back in. Lefter leading this team in assists in this her freshman season, her first varsity season. A little more than 5 minutes into this first half action. Milford was able to defeat Canton in their lone regular season meeting last year, as the Hawks will have a corner kick here from the far side. Trying to dodge some of the track action going on out there, including some cones. Milford will get a chance here as this ball is centered up. They had a body streaking on net. That was Murphy, who's been a big factor here in this opening sequence, nearly having the chance at the redirect, was just off target there. It was a nice feed over to Ava, who then had great vision to see Murphy there at the far post, but that hookup just could not end in the goal scored. But a great early chance for Milford. Love to see more of that. And so sophomore Kira Murphy really showing some flashes here to start this game. Here's Nashawati. She takes this feed and then gives Ava the chance to turn on the jets here to test that leg. She's able to get ahead and get a shot away, but the save is made, and so two quality scoring chances here in about a minute's time for the Scarlet Hawks as they look to be aggressive here out of the gates. It is the senior Catherine Powers in net for Canton as this ball bounces in. Held onto by Chloe Murdoch. Caitlin Kernan was there to protect her keeper. Got a bit tangled up with Maya Mitria, a sophomore for the Bulldogs. Our second Milford-Canton connection of the week. We were in the gym on Monday for girls volleyball action between these two schools. Canton was able to win that one. Nashawati, good physicality and a nice feed again, finding Murphy down in that far corner. Self pass and now dishes back out to Lefter. Goes back to retrieve the ball along the sidelines, and then we'll just allow this ball to pop over to the near side of the field. Nashawati in a one-on-one battle. Uses some good footwork to get herself clear. Now sends this ball in, and the redirect goes wide to the near side. And another close call. Nashawati, good control, got that ball back in towards the far post for another opportunity for Kira Murphy. And she let that chance go just wide to the near side. So it has been all Milford in terms of scoring chances here through this first 10 minutes. They've had three very good looks. Covered the boys team in action here 2 days ago against Attleboro in a game that had no goals scored, very little in terms of scoring chances, as this ball comes in with pretty good pace in towards Murdoch, but she's able to make the stop. Just a slight bobble, but kept that ball under control. Chloe Murdoch, through the early games of this season, has allowed 11 goals. She's got a 2.75 goals allowed average. This ball carried up the near sideline by number 2, Shannon Dervin. Junior pushes it to the near side, but it goes out of play. Boys team had absolutely no help on the sidelines on Tuesday, to the point where it was the Milford game day staff who had to man the sidelines and shag balls that went out of play, including athletic director Peter Boucher, Lori Pinto as well, but a full complement of youth players along both sidelines today, keeping everything under control. Another toss in here along the near sideline for Sabrina Soares. Looking for Ava Baglione. And instead this ball deflects back to the middle for Lefter. And Lefter will dump it in on a line towards net. And Powers makes the save. Pushed back along to the Milford defense. Talia Seri pushes, and then a one-touch for Turtelot, but just out ahead for Baglione. Try the same thing again. Now this ball gets moved along with the header for Nashawati. Tries to cut between a couple of defenders, but that ball escapes the area just before. Now Lefter will feed down into the corner. Murphy doing her best, but runs out of room. Canton looking to break out along the far sideline. They have to push it back to their defense. And now Murphy gets bumped off the ball. Lefter tries to come in for support, but Canton able to advance across the center line. And now they'll dump it down into the box, rolling to a stop at the feet of Chloe Murdoch. Just under 28 minutes remaining in the half. Sky-high kick for Murdoch drops at the feet of Kyla Nashawati. Tries to control along the near sidelines, goes out of play. Milford will toss it. Canton able to take over from there, over to the near sideline for Juliana Cabrera, a freshman on this varsity roster for Canton. This ball in some trouble, but offsides is the call. Dangerous there for a moment. We couldn't hear the whistle initially, but saw the hand signal from the official. Good movement here for the Bulldogs. Partial clear for Milford, leading to a shot right at the edge of the box for the Bulldogs, but that one was driven over the net and out of play. Last home game in the month of September for this girls' soccer team. They'll be on the road for the duration of next week, as this ball is fed ahead for Kyla Nashawati, who I would say was about 5 yards offsides on that play. Now Turtelot intercepting that pass. Lefter with the hard deflection off of Georgia Campbell, senior for Canton. Turtelot the toss down into the corner, and Canton doesn't give Lefter a chance to settle that down. Instead, she'll toss it. Finds Kyla. Kyla in the middle of a triangle of defenders. That stays on the surface. Cleared up the near sideline, and it stays in play, giving the Bulldogs a chance to move this back onto their offensive side of the field. Lexiana Tuonio there to make life difficult. Now the pass up ahead stays on sides. A little off-balance shot. Does not get to Murdoch. And then some physicality as a Canton player goes down. This ball will come rolling in softly. I believe that shot might have been from Maya Mitria. But regardless, Murdoch is able to make the stop. So some tense moments there. First strong offensive chance for Canton in the half, with now 24 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Free kick for Canton. Milford immediately takes back over. And Ava dumps it ahead. Easy play from there for the Bulldogs keeper. The near sideline here for Cabrera. Freshman pushes ahead to Mitria. And now Caitlin Kernan gets herself tangled up with Alyssa Wong. And that leads to a free kick chance. Madison McCabe lined up to take this free kick. And this comes in too high. And Milford dodges the bullet. I want to welcome in all of our viewers joining us today on our YouTube live stream. Still having some lingering technical issues getting our connection back to the studio. We've been working hard over the last couple of days with our technical support team to try to get that sorted out. We'll certainly have it straightened out by our next coverage, which will be for the Scarlet Hawks football team next week. But happy to have everyone joining us on the stream today. And of course, we'll have the game available re-airing on our educational channel and our Verizon HD channel starting tomorrow. Along the near sideline, Lefter, it's just out of her reach. And now the foot race with Chloe Pierce. And Soares dumps it back in. Lefter getting physical. And draws the whistle against Charlotte Campbell. You can see the jersey tug for Lefter. And now this ball coming up with speed, and Chloe Murdoch right to the edge of the box, has to clear that out. Now caught far out of position, and the goal comes in from distance. Last-ditch effort for Caitlin Kernan, but there was nothing she could do. And so Murdoch, the good play initially as she was able to clear that ball out, but then did not get herself back, and so it looks like it was number 8, Georgia Campbell, who was able to score that goal from long range and give the Bulldogs the first lead of the game. Just about midway through this first half. So a little deflating for Milford, no doubt, after putting some good pressure on offensively in that first 10 minutes. They had about 3 very good-looking chances that they just could not find the back of the net. And now Canton taking advantage of the goalkeeper being a bit out of position. Pierce trying to advance, and that ball sent out by the Canton goal scorer. Left her down into the corner. Plays that ball a little too far out of her own reach. Shawati and Turtelot down there into the corner, but Canton able to clear out back to the middle. One back by Kernan. And Caitlin will dump it down deep, but that will roll out before anyone can get there. Not much breeze at all for this game today. And very warm temperatures. Another whistle against Milford, this one drawing some groans from the home crowd in attendance. Looked to be some mutual contact there, but Kaylee Turtelot getting whistled for the foul. Kira Murphy trying to get into that action in the middle of the field, now drifts back over to the far side as Canton advances. Talia Seri able to send this ball right in the direction of Anella Lefter, but good play from number 19, Madison McCabe. She tangles up with Lefter again, and now Canton is able to advance. Seri steps into the action. Moves the ball to Turtelot, who pushes over the middle. Nashawati trying to get in there, just too late. And now Lefter getting locked up with the feet of Campbell. She goes down, wondering where the whistle was for her. Now Nashawati with a little dump up ahead, but no chance as that ball is scooped by Catherine Powers. 17 minutes and 46 seconds remain in this first half. Canton now with a 1-0 lead. Lefter finding Murphy. Now this ball pushed back, moved along by Caitlin Kernan. And now it is Powers who is caught out of position. Can Milford take advantage? But that ball will get knocked out of play. Powers came very far out to play that ball. Played it up high initially. Must have just used the body as she had come out of the box. So Kira Murphy gets subbed out here. She gets a big cheer from this crowd. She really impressed. Young player on this varsity team, creating some good chances for Milford early. A decided momentum shift here in Canton's favor as they go on the attack again. Milford going for the quick toss in, but they get the bad news that was Canton ball. Now here comes the Bulldogs in for a shot attempt. Chloe Murdoch cuts down the angle and drives that ball out of play. And it looked like Georgia Campbell again, who scored the Canton goal earlier in this half. As the Bulldogs here will have the corner kick. This is going to come down right at the far post. Canton looking for the redirect. They just could not connect, but that ball was placed perfectly. Short kick could not be settled by Antonio, and now Canton running out of room. That ball goes out of play. It'll be another goal kick here for Chloe. And instead it'll be Talia Seri who will take it, as this will dip the clock under 15 minutes to go in this half. Shawati pushes, but too far forward. Kaylin Kernan not giving up on that right to the end. Now it's Campbell again moving this ball up the far side. Soft pass. Over to receive it is Maya Mitria. Call offsides on the Bulldogs. Less than 14 minutes remain in the half as Canton dumps it right back in. Two players upfield. And now this shot in wide to the near side, taken by Mitria. Milford really controlled the pace through the early portion of this half, but Canton has seized control since. And Ashawati, tough play, able to settle this ball down, finds Baglione. Trying to get another look there as Milford was whistled for the offside, so that was close. Seri gets a rest here in the later stages of the half. Made some good defensive plays. Milford trying to get the offense reignited. Reagan Cunningham over to make the play. Trying to push down towards Kernan. Canton back over the middle, gets that just out of the reach of Lefter. Kernan whiffs on it as well, so now up the far sideline here for the Bulldogs. Little hesitation, and that ball leaked in. Milford trying to get the clear, but instead sent it right at the feet of Kaylee Carty. Ashawati, great control along the far sideline for Kernan. And she blasts this ball in, but sails over the net. It was really an outstanding play from Ashawati. Settled that ball with the body and then just incredible control on that pass to hit Kernan in stride. Kaylin taking it ahead, taking the shot, but it was very high. Now it's Chloe Pierce spinning around trying to settle this ball. Dumped back in by Kaylee Turtelot, but it's picked up from there by Powers. And Antonio couldn't stop that ball. Now Sari right back out onto the field, so that was just a very quick trip to the sideline for Sari. Substitutions now on the Canton side as we're into the final 10 minutes of this first half. Canton with a 1-0 lead. Scoring a little more than 18 minutes in, courtesy of the senior Georgia Campbell. Canton last time out able to win at home 2-0 against North Attleboro. Campbell had a goal in that game as as did Alyssa Wong. Each scoring in the first half to give the Bulldogs a comfortable lead. Now Baglione with a ball ahead for Kaylee Turtelot. And this ball easy to pull down for Powers as Nashawati was trailing the play. Sari able to get to this ball. Canton getting in the way of that kick. Milford just trying to get it clear, but here's Campbell again. Gathers the ball back in the far corner and now centers it up. Sari with a play over to the sideline and now back in. Deflection will spin past the goal and out on the near side. Milford a bit lucky there as Canton was applying more pressure. And down to 8 minutes to play in this first half. And Campbell, who has been a standout for Canton in this first half, keeps that ball in. Milford able to get in the way, denying Alyssa Wong a clear look at the net. But the Bulldogs will have another corner kick. And Caitlin Kernan stands tall, able to clear that ball, at least partially. Now we'll move it along. Can Lefter get there? Able to push it to the outside, and now upfield looking for Nashawati, but Canton is able to push it the other way. Now again, a chance for Kyla to get into the play. And deflects that ball off of Emma Duong and out of play. Everyone trying to avoid getting tangled up with the cross-country athletes as they come around the track here as play continues deep into this first half. A slide in by Caitlin Kernan sets up an Ella Lefter from deep, and she's able to score. Unyielding there for Caitlin Kernan. Slid in to keep that play alive, got back to her feet, and that ball ultimately ended up with the freshman, who was able to score from long range. The first varsity goal in the career of an Ella Lefter, and this one ties this game up at 1. Breathes new life here at the Milford turf late in this half. And now Lefter immediately back into the play. Chloe Pierce over the middle will let this ball drift towards the far sideline. That will go out of play. Lefter scoring with just over 6 minutes to go. Now soars over the middle, Lefter, and then Turtelot. And a chance here for Kyla Nashawati. Kyla with Ava Baglione there as well, but this ball ends up leaking back. That was a great ball. Good movement up the field to create a good look for that dangerous goal-scoring tandem, but couldn't get it settled down up on the attacking side. So we drop under 5 minutes to play in the half, tied at 1. Sabrina Soares in some trouble, lets that ball go out of play. Toss in for Isabella Barron. Pierce fighting hard. And there again is Kira Murphy back out onto the field. Makes a plus play, keeps this ball going along the near sideline. Another sliding play from Caitlin Kernan. And now a little too much contact at the end of that play from Caitlin. Kernan sliding all over the field in this half, trying to get to as many balls as possible. Now Lefter challenging over the middle. This ball sent ahead by Canton. Cabrera trying to turn around for a look on net. Now Talia Seri breaks things up, and now dangerous here for Campbell as she sends that one in past the dive of Chloe Murdoch. Pierce beaten initially, and Campbell, who scored the first goal for the Bulldogs, able to sneak in for a good chance. Murdoch just could not react in time. And so Canton able to take the lead right back with now just over 3 minutes to go. Scoring just almost exactly 3 minutes after Milford scored the tying goal. Just unfortunate, a bit of a defensive breakdown for Milford at the wrong time. You can see Campbell with a lot of skill. If you make a mistake, she will make you pay. Now this ball comes in slow. Soar's in some trouble, and this ball goes in. And an immediate second strike as Milford just could not slow the Canton progress upfield. You could feel almost an immediate energy drop from Milford after that goal. And so that time it was Natalie Erickson So with just over 2 minutes to go, it's now a 2-goal lead for Canton. And Milford really has no one but themselves to blame for that goal. The effort there just not, I'm sure, what Coach Colabello wants to see. And so now needing to regroup here with the clock frozen, under 2 minutes to play in the half. And dumped ahead here now, but this time Murdoch comes out to make the stop. Erickson flying in, hoping for another chance. Now Lefter takes over here, and the feed on the outside for Caitlin Kernan, but whistled offsides. And you could see it clear, both Nashawati and Kernan offsides on that play. Natalia Seri pushes this ball. Murphy sends it out along the far sideline. Final sequence in this first half. Moments ago, this field with energy abounding, but all of a sudden 2 goals in this final stretch, taking all the energy right back out again. And so ultimately Milford will go into the break facing a 2-goal deficit. Things to discuss with this coaching staff as Coach Colabello makes his way down to that far corner of the field where the team will talk as they put 10 minutes on the clock for the halftime. So once again, if you're joining us on our live coverage, you can hang tight for the next few minutes, and then we will resume with second half coverage in this Hockomock League crossover matchup between the Milford Scarlet Hawks and the Canton Bulldogs. It's Canton with the 3-1 lead as we bring you the action live from our Rentschler Biopharma broadcast booth. Stay tuned to this coverage of Scarlet Hawks athletics on Milford TV. It is presented by the Rail Trail Flatbread Company.
Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action. Interested in bringing your ideas to life? Here at Milford TV, we give you the opportunity and resources you need to turn your content into reality. We offer memberships with access to equipment and use of our in-studio setup to allow you to get your message across in a professional manner. Or if you simply have the desire to gain hands-on experience in the field of digital media, you can become a volunteer at Milford TV, where we teach essential skills and tools that allow our members to create and tell their stories. From studio interviews, to sports coverage, to field shows, we provide the community the chance to stay informed and get involved. If you're a local company looking for an opportunity to promote your business, consider becoming a sponsor of Milford TV. We offer several sponsorship options for local business visibility during our sports broadcast as well as other areas. Whether you hope to inspire others, highlight issues you're passionate about, or would like to learn more and participate in the production process, Milford TV is the perfect place to start. Call or visit us at milfordtv.net for information on how to become a member or volunteer, and see why now is the time to join the Milford TV family. Come on over so you can be part of the action.
Coverage of Scarlet Hawks athletics on Milford TV is brought to you in part by Unibank, big bank know-how, community bank attitude, serving the Milford community at their local branch on Prospect Street, just inside the Shaw's Plaza. Coverage is also brought to you in part by Rentschler Biopharma, proud sponsor of our broadcast booth. At their Milford site, Rentschler Biopharma offers full-service solutions along the entire biopharmaceutical value chain for large-scale clinical and commercial CGMP manufacturing. Rentschler Biopharma, reliability you can trust. And our presenting sponsor of Scarlet Hawks Athletics on Milford TV is the Rail Trail Flatbread Company, now serving their brand new fall menu. We sent our Milford TV staff members, Dominique Charest-Jampa and Chase Pettinelli, over to Rail Trail this afternoon to get some footage of some of those new fall menu items and talk to some of the staff over there. So we'll have that available for you coming up on the Milford Informer. We'll share that out on social media as well. And I can only imagine that there were some samples there for Dominique and Chase as well that they enjoyed as part of that trip over to Rail Trail. Our staff can never get enough of all of the good items over there at the Rail Trail Flatbread Company. And with that, we resume for the second half action. Tim Coet here with you on the call. Patrick Garapi once again manning our cameras atop the press box. It is a 3-1 lead for the Canton Bulldogs as we re-enter action here in the second half. Canton getting 2 goals from Georgia Campbell in the first half, 1 from Natalie Erickson. Milford had briefly tied the game at 1 in the late stages of the first half. There ended up being a flurry of activity with about 6 minutes to go in the half. Anella Lefter scoring the first goal of her varsity career that at the time tied the score at 1. But Milford let up a couple of leaky goals in the late stages to give Canton a 2-goal advantage, and now an early opportunity again, and this time Milford fortunate as that ball went wide on the shot attempt for Madison McCabe. And so this has been a troubling trend here that started at the end of the first half and now wraps around into the second half. All of a sudden, defensive breakdowns leading to prime time chances in front of the Milford net. This ball pops straight up in the air. And now back in front of the goal where Murdoch is able to pull it down, and a little bobble late, but fortunate that everyone in white had started to turn upfield. Murdoch slices this kick over the middle. It's picked up by Nashawati. As Milford now looks to attack from left to right across your screens in this second half. Sabrina Soares taking no chances as she tips that ball out of play. And now in deep, a whiff on the clear attempt for Canton, or for Milford, I should say, but then Kernan with another opportunity gets it out of harm's way. And now a little shove over the middle from Ava Baglione sends Madeline Wong down to the turf. Perhaps a little bit of frustration showing through for Milford as they have really been caught back on their heels. Murdoch with a good kick right to Anella Lefter. Tried to carve that ball along the far sideline. Now will bring it ahead herself. And this pass finds Kira Murphy. She takes it down to the corner, tries to center it up, and not enough traffic in front of the net there for Milford, and Powers is able to scoop it. A nifty pass from Canton, and now down to the turf, and another whistle goes against Milford, leading to a free kick right at the edge of the box. Madison McCabe will line up to take the kick. Straight line kick, but off to the near sideline as the Bulldogs threaten to further increase their lead. Canton has really continued to turn up the pressure as this game has gone on. It started out really well for Milford. A wealth of chances in the opening stretch of the first half, including a couple for Kira Murphy, who has been a big factor in this game for Milford today. But since then, Canton has certainly had the better of the chances, and Murdoch into a dive, able to deflect this ball over, and it stays in play for Kernan to clean it out. Ends up going out of play around the Bulldogs bench. Now Talia Seri uses the header to get that ball out. Now it's Anella Lefter up the near sideline, and that is out by the trainer's cart. 34-25 on the second half clock. Kyle Ashawati gets physical. Now, play pushed over the middle. Now, Ava Baglione reels it in along the near sideline, tries to curl around. Players get tangled up, and it is yet again too much contact on the Milford side. Trouble brewing again here, all kinds of space. And this is going to get past Murdoch as Alyssa Wong came in all alone, just had so much space. I think it almost surprised her for a moment how clear she was for that shot, and then just sent it towards the far post. Murdoch was able to read it, but just could not make up the ground to make a stop, and Canton will take a 4-1 lead. Milford, meanwhile, is going to call a timeout. So the third different scorer now for the Bulldogs, as Alyssa Wong makes it 4-1 in favor of Canton. And so again, obviously defense has become an issue for Milford due to the injuries that they've faced here, with really what you can say is their two best defenders that have been sidelined since the very beginning of the season, both Juliana Senna and Isabella Lacerbo. We were covering the game in which Lacerbo had that left ankle injury, expected to be out at least another couple of weeks. Not really a definitive timetable there. There's some hope that Juliana Senna may return a little bit sooner, but not really clear either with the foot injury that she is dealing with. And so in the meantime, this defense just needing to find answers. Seen Kernan at times back in the defensive part of the field to try to give this team a lift, but trying to find a way to slow down these dangerous Hockomock League teams. Canton coming into play today in first place in the Davenport standings, 4-1 overall. They won 3 straight to start their season, including a 3-1 win on the road against Attleboro, a 3-2 win on the road against Foxborough, and then a 2-0 win at home against Sharon. Their only loss came on the road in a non-conference game against Marshfield, and then they were able to win their last time out at home against North Attleboro. Just 2 home games so far on this season for Canton, but they've been comfortable playing on the road. They're undefeated against Hockomock League competition on the road, and in very strong position in this game now, up 4-1. And again, this was a matchup that Milford won last season in their lone regular season meeting, winning that game 2-1 after they fell behind right out of the gates. Back on the field after the Milford timeout, and Canton continues to dictate the tempo of this game. And meanwhile, Alyssa Wong, fresh off of her goal, nearly found herself wide open for a second. And so this Canton coaching staff discovering something late in the first half and continuing to exploit it here to get the jump on this Milford defense. Head coach of this Canton program, Idris Senyonjo, assistant coach Meg James. Pushed out a play along the near sideline, still in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. Crowd still supportive behind Milford. It's been a decent crowd in the stands for this game, and certainly can't blame people for choosing to be outside on a terrific day like today. This ball comes back to Powers in net, who has not had a lot going on in front of her for some time in this game. Pushed in from distance, and that one is in for the score. And so Milford just taking a whack from long range, and that one is able to find the back of the net. Comes off a deflection after the toss-in. And Milford with new life, and only fitting that it was Kira Murphy who scored the goal. She had a couple of point-blank chances in the first half that just would not go in. This was the most challenging shot she's taken all game. This one finds the back of the net. And so Milford able to get one back. It's now 4-2. So Kira Murphy bends that one in almost exactly 10 minutes in. Back down to a 2-goal deficit. Can Milford build some momentum on their side now? That was the problem in the first half. They scored the equalizer and then almost immediately allowed Canton to travel the length of the field and score to go back on top, and then just seconds later score again to give them the 2-goal lead at the half. Nashawati moves this ball along for Ava Baglione. Now it's Kernan on the outside. And Canton able to take something off of that centering pass from Kernan. And now Pierce will pop this ball back forward. A little bit of a misplay there from Canton. Allows Milford to jump back on the attack. Kernan tries for a self-pass. Collides with a Canton player, no whistle. As now Pierce feeds this ball in, finds Ava. Ava trying to clear herself, instead sends it in deep for Nashawati. And she ultimately has it taken away. Onella Lefter now drives it back in. She'll take a shot, and that is saved by Powers. little too much air under that ball allowed Powers to get underneath and make the stop. Now Canton going the length of the field. That ball goes out of play. And Murdoch will be able to play it out from there. So some resilience being shown here now for Milford after falling behind by 3. Trying to keep Canton off the scoreboard so they can keep chipping away. Now in some trouble again. Here is Wong. Takes the shot. Murdoch knocks it down and then goes a long way to pick up that loose ball. Here's Nashawati now. Gathers it back in. And now it's Ava Baglione. Does she have enough room to stop this ball? She does. And now a trip. No whistle. That really gets the fans frustrated. And I don't know if there's been a single whistle against Canton in this entire game. I think they've gone almost exclusively against Milford. Canton delivering this ball back upfield. Knocked out by Seri. Now Lefter able to get a lot under that ball as she moved it forward. Out of play, and Milford will toss it back in. Get substitutions in on both sides. Kaylee Turtelot will get a rest. 24 minutes and 40 seconds on the second half clock. Lefter trying to feed that ball in towards Kyla. Canton angles it out of play. Lefter takes that ricochet, drives it in, and that is just wide. Can see Lefter getting more and more comfortable out there as she gets more varsity games under her belt. Scoring a goal in this game. So gifted setting up her other teammates already as such a young player. Murphy trying to get aggressive there and Canton able to get by. Now down in the corner, Soares and Seri give chase. Ball angles out of play. Ball deflects towards the middle. Pierce with a pass to nowhere in particular. It allows Canton to jump back on the attack. Milford pushes out of play in the other direction. Our final game of the week, and then we'll have a little bit of a layoff as almost all of the Milford teams are away throughout all of next week. So it'll be 8 days until our next coverage. Our next game after this one today will be the Milford football Week 4 showdown against Natick. And of course, before Milford turns their attention to that game, they've got work to do again on the road this week, looking to follow up that big win against Leominster. Meanwhile, Keely Turtelot checking right back into the game now. Milford player going down hard out of play. Now, at the end of this play, second player down on the turf. Milford getting roughed up on that sequence, and the crowd continues to show their frustration at the lack of calls towards Milford in this game. Murdoch will release this kick. Canton dumps it right back down. Just to finish off that point on the football team, I think I incorrectly said earlier this week that Milford's game is at Barnstable this week. It is actually at Wellesley this week. That Barnstable game is not until October 3rd. So Wellesley this week. That is a team that Milford has handled in the previous 2 seasons. They've won each of the last 2. As this ball stays onside for a good opportunity here for Ava Baglione, and a one-handed save is made by Catherine Powers. That play stayed on sides. Ava all alone got herself in position for a good shot, and a good adjustment from Powers. She was able to stay close to that post, had her momentum going a bit in the other direction, but was able to stick the left hand out and make the save. Milford will get a corner kick. This drifts far, out of the reach ultimately of Kyla Nashawati, and will drift out to the far side of the field for the freshman Juliana Cabrera. We'll move it along for the Bulldogs. Past the midway point now in the second half. Talia protecting that ball as it goes out of play. So instead, we will get the corner kick for Canton. And very little breeze in this one. And this is driven behind the Milford goal. Reagan Cunningham returns to the field, giving Sabrina Soares a rest. See, looking a little gassed, Sabrina, as she comes to the sideline. This Milford defense has had a lot to handle here from this fast, athletic Canton team. This one driven back in off the foot of Charlotte Campbell. So still a 4-2 score as we come down to 18 minutes to play in the second half. Turtelot looking to get things started. This ball sneaks through, but vacated by the goalkeeper. And now Turtelot sends it in on a bounce. Powers is there again. And that one gets past Antonio. A quick shot taken by Natalie Erickson. She had a goal late in the first half, but here sends that one in softly, and Chloe Murdoch able to make the stop. Now, here's Ava. Keeps this ball on sides down to Kernan. Kernan sends it in, and it's redirected into the back of the net by Nashawati. Kernan will get another assist on the season. Nashawati scores her 7th goal of the season, and Milford pulls themselves back to within 1. It's now 4-3. Great ball sent in by Kernan. Nashawati taking care of the rest. And so Milford making this a game with 17 minutes to go. Too much contact from Nashawati. And these fans ready to erupt. There's a smattering of Canton fans in the crowd, but mostly Milford, who have gotten more and more irate as the game has gone along. So we'll get a free kick here for Isabella Sanchez. This comes in on a line and held on to by Murdoch. So Milford survives that threat. Now, can they keep things going as Nashawati gets pulled down? Physicality in the middle of the field as she got tangled up with Charlotte Campbell. And it does reach a point where the imbalance in whistles gets to be a little drastic. Milford fighting to keep their composure on the field despite all the officiating seeming to be tilted in Canton's direction. Get some substitutions here for both sides as the ball goes out of play. And we're less than 15 minutes to go. Canton led this game by as many as 3 goals. It's now down to a 1-goal lead. And here is Kernan stepping in, trying to move that ball forward, but a bad bounce for Milford helps bail out the Bulldogs. And now Talia Seri having to track that ball down deep the other way. Angles it out of play. Canton will have a chance with another corner kick. Freshman Natalie Erickson will take the kick. And this ball swatted away by Murdoch, left back out in front, and Milford is able to clear it up the far sideline. Just a one-hand swat from Murdoch that sent the ball right out into traffic. Did have to reach up for that ball, so it was fortunate that she was able to get there, but then left the rebound chance out. Meanwhile, yet another free kick here for the Canton Bulldogs as we tick down to 13 minutes to play. They keep it low, and this ball arced over the Milford net. Coach Colabello trying to give his defensive players a rest whenever possible. Taliaseri comes to the sideline here as this ball is pushed out at the Canton bench. Milford will toss it back in. And Antonio getting reset here for the toss-in. This ball comes through to Nashawati. No look feed down into the corner for Ava, and sends a pass too hard, spinning across the goal mouth and over to the far side of the field and out of play. Similar spot on the field where Kernan was able to hook up with Nashawati for the most recent goal, but that time Ava overcooking that pass a bit. Milford in this game, coming down to the final stretch. And now offsides called against Canton, and this time it's the Bulldogs fans who show some frustration. Ball in the direction of Vanilla Lefter. Good hesitation, able to take this ball through several defenders, and then contact as Lefter came together with Madison McCabe. Went down very easily with the contact after looked like she might have hooked the arm of Vanilla Lefter, but regardless, the whistle going against the Milford freshman, and now here comes Canton up the near sideline. And a slide in from Kernan to send that ball out of play. Erickson sends this ball across the middle. Milford clears it out to the far sideline. Kaylee Turtelot keeps it going, too strong, and that will go the length of the field and out. And some news helicopters circling overhead for the majority of this game, which gotten some reports that it is due to a pretty severe motor vehicle accident that might have involved a pedestrian over in the Spruce Street area. So certainly keep our thoughts with anyone who might have been involved in that situation. Over 9 minutes remaining here as Milford crosses the middle of the field, and Coach Colabello with his arms fully outstretched, wondering what the whistle was for this time. And maybe the lightest of contact from the left hand of Lefter, and it just feels like in particular it has been Anella Lefter who has been kept a very close eye on by this officiating crew all game long. This ball couldn't be settled by Kernan. Now Antonio plays it towards the middle for Kira Murphy, one of Milford's goal scorers in this second half. Dumps down towards the corner, out of the reach of Kaylee Turtelot, but Canton turns it over towards the far side of the field, out of play. And Milford will toss in on their attacking side with just about 7.5 minutes remaining. Lefter, little pass for Nashawati, and Kyla gets knocked down. No whistle for that contact as now Canton advances. Talia Seri breaks things up, tries to track the ball down, but that will go out of play. Quick substitution for the Bulldogs. Sabrina Soares knocks this ball out of play. All the way into the corner where players go down. Canton trying to push play in towards the net, and everyone tangled up. And what do you know, a very rare whistle that goes Milford's way. Dumped back in, good play for the Bulldogs, but now Seri along the far sideline, that ticks out. Toss in for the Bulldogs. Milford looking to continue this second half comeback. Need at least one more to tie this game up. Lefter uses the body to keep moving this ball along. A lot of positive energy from the Milford sideline as Kaylee Turtelot unleashes a long toss. This is going to bounce over towards the far post, and it's held onto by Powers. Milford had both Kyla and Ava crashing in towards the net, but it is the goalkeeper with sure hands as the clock now stands frozen as we go under 5 minutes to play. Kira Murphy trying to clear that ball out. Now it's Talia Seri who comes in from behind, drives the ball out of play. Hard contact after the play. And a corner kick at a critical time for the Bulldogs. And a whistle against Canton as that ball came in. Milford will certainly take it as it shuts down any chance of a redirect for Canton. Another short kick, it deflects up towards midfield and then gathered back in by Canton. Stolen away now by Chloe Pierce. Pierce keeps this ball in play along the near sidelines. Ava able to track it down. Kyla now dumps to the corner. Ava there. Tries to stay with it. This ball angled back. Catches Caitlin Kernan up high, but unfazed. She jumps right back into the play. And now Pierce Pushes in towards the middle, but only white jerseys in the vicinity. And now Pierce slides in from behind, and a little late from Pierce. And Pierce gonna get the yellow card. And these fans still salute the effort for Pierce, but getting a yellow card at a very inauspicious moment in this game. Manella Lefter, again, tremendous ball control. Here she comes over the middle. And now a lot of traffic over the middle. That ball came into a crowd, took a hard deflection. Looked like it might have caught Georgia Campbell up high. In some pain, but will stay out there. And now Canton tripping up on the turf. Now more bodies going down. Pierce will now dump this ball in for Kyla. She takes the shot, and it is wide to the near side. Kyla all alone on a play that developed in wild fashion with a couple of Canton players losing their footing. And Milford got that ball through to Kyla on a shot that she makes 99 times out of 100, and unfortunately did not make it there. And Milford still trails this game with just moments left to go. Now up the far sideline. Bulldogs try to clear it. Milford tries to push ahead. Able to get this one down towards the corner. Nashawati there. Ball deflects. It just kind of sticks in that far corner, but does go out of play. Milford agonizingly close to tying this game up. Now Lefter, instead this ball leaks over onto the Canton attacking side. Alyssa Wong, and now moved back the other way. Stays in play for Caitlin Kernan, who dumps it hard upfield on target towards Kyla Nashawati, who gets knocked down, and Milford does get the whistle, and everyone frantically trying to get into position. And the blast from Lefter, a little too antsy, and she sends that out of play. That's the kind of execution that will come with time for sure for a talented player like Lefter. And so that will be the game. And so credit to the Scarlet Hawks. They dug deep in the second half. They were down by 3. They looked to be down and out as they came back from halftime, but they pulled themselves off the mat, made this game very competitive. And again, so close to tying things up on that sequence, leading to the chance for Kyla Nashawati, but unfortunately they come up just short here this afternoon, but maybe some things for Coach Colabello to build on with the effort that this team showed in the second half. But they fall in this game to the Canton Bulldogs by a final score of 4-3, so Canton will stay in sole possession of first place in the Davenport as they improve to 5-1 on the season. And with the loss, Milford sees their losing streak extend to 4. They are now 1-4 overall on the season. So again, we'll have a little bit of a layoff here in our Milford TV coverage. We'll next be in action a week from tomorrow night as we'll be back out here on the turf field for week 4 of the high school football season as Milford will play host to the Natick Redhawks. I'll once again have Cody Crawford with me on the coverage for that game as action will get underway across our Milford TV platforms just before 6 p.m. on Friday, September 24th. So we hope you will join us for that live coverage next week. In the meantime, if you've missed any of our fall sports action so far this season, you can catch all of those games re-airing on our educational channel, on our Verizon High Definition channel, or you can stream any of our games over on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/MyMilfordTV, and make sure to become a subscriber. But that's going to wrap things up here for this afternoon. A big thank you to Patrick Garapi manning the cameras up top, and I am Tim Coette, bringing you all the action live from our Rentschler Biopharma broadcast booth. That final score, one final time, 4-3. Canton defeats Milford. This has been a presentation of Scarlet Hawks Athletics here on Milford TV, presented by the Rail Trail Flatbread Company. So long, everybody.